Hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord, saints. Hallelujah. Welcome, 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 welcome to the School of Intercession Global Ministries. Amen. Amen. I'm your equipment teacher, Apostle Terence Davis. Hallelujah. Let's give it up for the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Amen. He is worthy of all the praise, all the glory, and all the honor. Amen. Hallelujah, hallelujah. He's worthy, worthy, worthy. Worthy to be praised, worthy to be praised, worthy. Hallelujah. Come on, let's enter in because the word of God said, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hallelujah. He's worthy, worthy, worthy of all the praise, worthy of all the glory, worthy of all the honor. Let's give it up to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Amen. He's worthy of all the praise, worthy of all the glory, worthy of all the honor. He tells us to enter into his gates with thanksgiving, enter into his courts with praise. For he alone is worthy, worthy, worthy to be praised, worthy to be adored, worthy to be worshipped. Join in with me, saints of God, and give him what's due unto him. He's worthy of all the praise, worthy of all the glory, and worthy of all the honor. He alone is worthy to be praised, worthy to be adored, worthy, 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 so worthy, 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 worthy. He's worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. To God be glorified. To God be glorified. To God be glorified. And may the devil be horrified. To God be glorified. He can and let the saints be edified. Haramba mamro, ishike rembe mamaroko ramba mamro, ishine nererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererererere School of Intercession, Global Ministry. Harima Barokoshi. Amen, amen. I know some of you all may have been wondering, Harima Barokoshi, they haven't been on for a couple weeks. Harima Barokoshi. Harima Barokoshi. And in the past weeks, my wife have been doing a teaching on Zoom, and she just finished up with one on Zoom on today. Handrima Barokoshi. Harima Marima Barokoshi. Handan Rimam Ha. But saints of God, Handed Ha. Ishin Rima Barokoshi. Mama Barokoshi. There is a word today, Handed Ha, from the Almighty God. Handrima Barokoshi. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. So if you can join in, Handrima Ha, and even share this Randrima Ha, this broadcast, Handed Ha. Ishima Mabaraha. I'm just gonna go as the Lord leads me. Ishima mama Ashamba Barukushi Mabarukushi. To God be glorified, amen. To God be glorified. Let the saints be edified, Handrima Barukushi, and the devil be horrified. Handrima Barukushi. Haramba Mama Rima Barukushi. Handre ki rumba mandre. Ike kan rumba mamandre Mamarukushi. How many of y'all know that we have power We have power over the enemy. Hallelujah. We have power. We have power over the enemy. For the word of God says, greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. There is power that resides on the inside of a born-again believer. Those of us that's filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, which is the Hebrew term for the Holy Spirit. The power relies in us. He resides in us. And we have to believe that and know that and walk in but the enemy will come and don't want me or you to realize the power that lies resides in us. He wants us to walk around in fear and feel like we defeated and feel like there's no hope. But I tell you, saints of God, that is a lie from the pit of hell. And the enemy, Satan, is he's the father of lies. So do not believe the report of the enemy. He will come to try to grip our mind with fear. To have us to walk in fear. To have us to doubt the word of God. To have us to try to worry. But the word of God tells us, do not fear, do not be afraid. And saints of God, the message on today is overcoming fear. And I know fear can come in many forms of ways. There's some people out there that fear the dark. They fear snakes, they fear reptiles, they fear insects, fear different things of that sort. Fear is fear of failure, fear of success. But we come today to break the spirit of fear. In the name that is above every name, Jesus the Christ. Overcoming fear. As I said earlier, the greater one resides and lives on the inside of us. For the word of God said, greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world, in the mighty and majestic name of Jesus the Christ. So if you're listening to this telecast, to this broadcast, I pray that God will use me to say something, to mention something, to minister something of a word to be able to help us as the body of Christ to fall in agreement with fear and walk in the power and the authority that he has freely given us. In the name that is above every name, Jesus the Christ. As the word of the Lord says in Isaiah 40 and 28 through 31. And if you don't mind, bear with me and we can go there, amen. If you have your love letter, the Bible, as one man of God calls it, your love letter. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Isaiah 40. Isaiah 40. We'll go to Isaiah 40. The word of God. The word of God. The word of God. Hallelujah. To God be glorified. May the saints be edified. And may the devil be horrified. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. The word of God say, do you not know? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, does not become tired or grow weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He gives strength to the weary, and to him who has no might, he increases power. Even youths grow weary and tired, and vigorous young men stumble badly. Verse 31. But those who wait for the Lord, who expect or look for and hope for him, will gain new strength and renew their power. They will lift up their wings and rise up close to God like eagles, rising toward the sun. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not grow tired. Hallelujah. For the word of the Lord is already blessed. Amen. Hallelujah. To God be glorified. And may the saints be edified. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We do have the victory, saints of God. And it's in Christ Jesus. Amen. We have the victory. We do have the victory. It is in Christ Jesus. Let us remember that we do have the victory. And it's in Christ Jesus. And fear has no hold on us. Because we have been blood bought. We have been blood bought by the blood of the Lamb. Jesus the Christ. He purchased us, redeemed us back unto the Father. So nothing has a hold on us. Remember the word of God. Greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. For we have been made joint heirs with Christ. Hallelujah. We have been made joint heirs with God, with Christ. Amen. Amen. For the word of the Lord is already blessed. And if you will, go with me to Hebrews right quick. Hebrews, the 11th chapter. And we're talking about overcoming fear. We can overcome fear, and we have already overcome fear. By the blood of the Lamb and the word of the time. By the blood of the Lamb. And even as the scripture says in Revelation 12 and 11, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their life unto death. We have overcome everything that the enemy will try to throw at us already by the blood of the Lamb. We just have to use our keys and our tools that the Father have freely given us. In the name that is above every name, Jesus the Christ. And Father, I apply the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ, over myself, over my wife, over my kids, over each and every person that's watching, oh God, and that's on, oh God. I apply the blood, not ordinary blood, but the precious blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ, over us, oh God, as protection from the enemy, oh God, and rebuke every assignment from hell, oh God, anything that would try to counterattack, we counsel it by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus the Christ, and Yeshua's holy and most precious and miraculous name. Overcoming fear. Fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. It's false evidence appearing real. But we can overcome fear with faith. Faith in God, faith in the word of God. We can overcome fear in Yeshua's holy and most precious and miraculous name. And I just want to encourage us as we read the word of God and looking into Hebrews, the 11th chapter. Amen. And go there if you can. Amen. Amen. And we all know, and I'm reading from the Amplified. Now faith is the substance, title, or deed, or confirmation of things hoped for, which is divinely guaranteed, and the evidence of things not seen, the conviction of their reality. Faith comprehends as fact what cannot be experienced by the physical senses. That's faith. Faith is important. Faith is the key in this, in the overcoming fear. If you're walking in a fear of something, or if you have the spirit of fear, but we are but we come to root out the spirit of fear on today. Hey, he said, and we go on as we read. Amen. Coming down, drop down in verse 5. By faith, which is that pleased God, Enoch was caught up and taken to heaven, so that he would not have a glimpse of death. And he was not found, because God had taken him. For even before he was taken to heaven, he received a testimony still on record that he had walked with God and pleased him. But without faith, let me say that again. But without faith, it's impossible to walk with God and please him. I'm reading from the Amplified. For whomever comes near to God must necessarily believe that God exists and that he rewards those who honestly and diligently seek him. By faith, with confidence in God and his word, Noah, being warned by God about events not yet seen, in reverence, prepared an ark for the salvation of his family. By this act of obedience, he condemned the world and became an heir of the righteousness which comes by faith. It's by faith, brothers and sisters in Christ. It's by faith. See that faith, that faith, our faith, is going to quench and put aside, put away that fear. Hallelujah. Our faith. Our faith. Hallelujah. Amen. And skipping on down. And I'm just reading the word of God. And some of the ones that went on before us, that came even before the time of Yeshua Jesus Christ. It was their faith. Their faith. Hallelujah. Verse 11, by faith, even Sarah herself received the ability to conceive a child, even when she was long past the normal age for it, because she considered him who had given her the promise to be reliable and true to his word. Hallelujah, hallelujah. How many of you all believe God and his word? And he's true to his word. Amen, amen. I raise my hand, I do. Amen, amen. We read it going on down. By faith, Abraham, when he was testified, that is, as the testing of his faith was still in progress, offered up Isaac, and he who had received the promises of God was ready to sacrifice his only son of promise, to whom it was said, through Isaac, your descendants shall be called. For he considered it reasonable to believe that God was able to raise Isaac from among the dead and receive him back from the dead, figuratively speaking. Hallelujah. Now that was some faith, y'all. That was some faith. to even be told that the promise was going to come through your son. But there was some faith to even offer him up. There was some faith that he believed, even if I offer him up, and even if he's to be killed, I believe God can raise him up from the dead. And what God has promised me, it will still come to pass. Hallelujah. That's some faith, y'all. And that's what our Father wants us to walk in and believe and walk in. And live by faith. Faith. Because he have no respect of a person. And even as our brothers and sisters in the Lord that went before us, the faith that they had. God wants us to walk in same mountain moving faith. Faith to move mountains. Hallelujah. Faith. I'm just going as the Lord lead me. Faith. Verse 23, by faith, Moses, after his birth, was hidden for 3 months by his parents because they saw he was a beautiful and divinely favored child, and they were not afraid of the king's, Pharaoh's decree. By faith, Moses, when he had grown up, refused to be called the sons of Pharaoh, Pharaoh's daughter, because he preferred to endure the hardship of the people of God rather than to enjoy the passing pleasures of sin. He considered the reproach of the Christ, that is the rebuke he would suffer for his faithful obedience to God, to be greater wealth than all the treasures of Egypt, for he looked ahead to the reward promised by God. Hallelujah. By faith he left Egypt, being unafraid of the wrath of the king. For he endured steadfastness and seeing him who is unseen. By faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of blood on the doorpost, so that the destroyer of the firstborn would not touch them, the firstborn of Israel. By faith the people of Israel crossed the Red Sea as though they were passing through dry land. But when the Egyptians attempted, they were drowned. By faith, the walls of Jericho fell down after they had been encircled for 7 days, by Joshua and the sons of Israel. Is by faith. And I go on down. And what more shall I say? For time will fail me if I tell of Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jediah, of David and Samuel and the prophets, who, verse 33, who by faith, that is with an enduring trust in God and his promises. I read that again. Who by faith, that is with an enduring trust in God and his promises, subdued kingdoms, administered justice, obtained promise, blessings, closed the mouths of lions, extinguished the power of raging fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, became mightily and unbeatable in battle, putting enemy forces, to flight. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This was all done by faith. So brothers and sisters in the Lord, don't believe the lie of the enemy. Don't believe the report of the enemy. Trying to bring in and trying to cripple us and trying to cripple you with faith, with fear. Because we overcome fear with faith. And we have already overcame the enemy by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus the Christ. But he don't want you or I to realize that and to walk in it. But I encourage you, brothers and sisters in the Lord, if we will just dive in and keep this word on our hearts, if we will just continue to dig into the word and get the word of God in us and believe God's report and believe his promises and what he has to say about us. We can truly be able to fight off the enemy with his lies, with the things that he was saying to try to steal, to kill, and destroy. For that's what he come to do. But I'm reminded of the word of God. He said he comes to give life and life more abundantly. God come to give life and life more abundantly. So I believe the report of the Lord. And believe what he has to say about me. Believe his word. Hallelujah. Because I tell you, the enemy will come and try to captivate your thoughts, your mind. He will try to get you to believe a lie. But that's when we have to cast down those things. And those of you who may have believed a lie, I pray that you will denounce that lie, fall out of agreement with that lie, because that's what it is. It's a lie from the pit of hell. It's not the truth. It is a lie. Denounce it, fall out of agreement with it, and receive the report of the Lord, what the Lord has to say about you and your situation. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Because I tell you, the enemy will try to come. And I'm just going to share this. I feel led to share this. A couple years back, he came here and he tried to have me thinking that I would leave this earth at the same age my mother left this earth, which was the age of 38. I think it was 38 years of age. But I had to denounce that. I had to pull that thing down. I did not believe what he was trying to bring to me. He was trying to bring to me that it will be me or one of my siblings that will leave this earth at the same age that my mother left this earth. But I did not give into it. I spoke life. I said, no, devil, you was a lie. I shall live and not die. Hey, we shall live and not die. He done my sister the same way. But but when you pull that thing down, and believe what's written in the word of God, believe what's written in the word. And I'm going to tell you something. You have to be careful. Because, see, not even my wife knew that this thought or thing had came to me. And you have to be, and I'm saying this, I'm going somewhere with this. Not that my wife couldn't get a prayer through or none of that. By no means. The powerful woman of God. I love my bride. Powerful woman of God. Awesome in prayer. Prophetic. But I didn't want to bother her with that. I didn't want to even bring that to her because I didn't accept it. And even this too, saints of God. You got to be careful whom to share things with, because you can share something with somebody, and if they're not strong in the Lord, and you really have to be led, but if they're not strong in the Lord, they will believe that thing, and you don't want that to happen. They will believe the worst, or they will won't believe the things of God, won't believe it for a good report. So we have to be careful who we share things with. Amen. Amen. Even when we're venting, amen. We have to be careful. You have to be wise and be led of the Holy Spirit. That's where I'm going. Be led of the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. I didn't even let nobody know that thought had came. Because I didn't not saying like I say, not saying that my wife would have did that, or because she's strong in the Lord. Strong in the Lord. But I just didn't let nobody know. Amen. Nobody. Because I pulled that thing down immediately. Amen. And I'm sharing it now. I know being led of the Lord, sharing it now to maybe be a blessing to somebody that may be listening. Amen. Amen. So when that thought comes, don't give in to it. Don't believe a lie. Pull it down. By the blood of the Lamb. Don't believe a lie. But walk in faith and use the word of God against the lies of the evil one. Hallelujah. Prime example, as Yeshua, which was a great example for us on how we should live here in the earth. As he was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, the enemy came to tempt him. And he did not give in. But look what he responded with. And the enemy tried to get him and say, if you do this, I will turn these stones into bread. He knew Jesus was fasting. He knew Jesus was hungry. He knew he was at his weakest point. But look what our Lord and Savior did. And it should be an encouragement to us on what we can do when we're tempted, or when the enemy come with throwing darts and different things our way. He responded with the word. He responded with the word of God. Hallelujah. He said, no, Satan, it is written. He said, no, Satan, it is written. Meaning it is written here in the word of God. Man should not live on bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. I like that. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The word of God, it is powerful. Hallelujah. So let's use the sword, the word of God. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Don't believe a lie. Don't believe the report You might some may be listening. They may have they may have got a report from the doctor saying this, saying that. And we thank God for doctors. And God do use his doctors. And can work through doctors. But the doctors is not the final report. God has the final say so. Hallelujah. He has the final say so. So believe the report of the Lord. If you're dealing with a sickness or illness, the doctor told you this or that, or you only have these amount of days to live, I encourage you to go to the Word of God in Isaiah, the 53rd chapter. And repent of anything that, if you have done anything, said anything, or conceded anything in your mind that went against God's will, repent of that. And go to the Word of God in Isaiah, the 53rd chapter. It said he was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for our iniquity. And the chastisement of our peace was upon him. And by his stripes, we were healed. We were healed. Hallelujah. We were healed. Physically, spiritually, emotionally. Healed. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So stand on God's word. Stand on that scripture. Meditate on it. Mentally, we were healed. Stand on that word. Believe the report of the Lord. Hallelujah. Believe the report. Believe the report of the Lord, saints of God. Do not believe a lie. And we're talking about overcoming fear. Hallelujah. Last scripture I'm going to go to, and I'm going to be out your way. We overcoming fear. The word of God. The word of God. Go to Romans 8 chapter, if you will. Starting at the 28th verse. Hallelujah. To God be glorified. May the saints be edified, and may the devil in hell be horrified. Hallelujah. 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 Let me start at verse 26. 8 and 26. And after this passage of scripture, we're done. In the same way, the Spirit comes to us and helps us in our weakness. We do not know what prayer to offer or how to offer it as we should, but the Spirit himself knows our need, and at the right time intercedes on our behalf with sighs and groanings too deep for words. And he who searches the hearts knows what the mind of the Spirit is, because the Spirit intercedes before God on behalf of God's people in accordance with God's will. Verse 28. And we know with great confidence, I'm reading from the Amplified, that God, who is deeply concerned about us, causes all things to work together as a plan for good for those who love God, to those who are called according to his plan and purpose. For those whom he foreknew and loved and chose beforehand, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son and ultimately share in his complete sanctification, so that he would be the firstborn, the most beloved and honored among many believers. And those whom he predestined, he also called, and those whom he called, he also justified, declared free of the guilt of sin. And those whom he justified, he also glorified, raising them to a heavenly dignity. Verse 31. What then shall we say to all these things? If God is for us, who can be successful against us? Who did not spare even his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? Who will bring any charge against God's elect, his chosen ones? It is God who justifies us, declaring us blameless and putting us in a right relationship with himself. Who is the one who condemns us? Christ Jesus is one who died to pay our penalty, and more than that, was raised from the dead, and who at the right hand of God interceding with the Father for us. Verse 35, and I'm almost done. Who shall ever separate us from the love of Christ? Will tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? Just as it is written and forever remains written, for your sake, we are put to death all day long. We are regarded as sheep for the slaughter. Verse 37, yet in all these things we are more, yet in all these things, I read it again, we are more than conquerors and gain overwhelming victory through him who loved us so much that he died for us. For I am convinced, and continually to be convinced, beyond any doubt, that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor threatening, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor death, nor any other created thing will be able to separate us from the unlimited love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. For the word of the Lord is already blessed. I don't know about you, saints of God, but I encourage you on this day, be fully convinced that nothing, nor death, nor height, nor power, nor principality, no form of fear, no spirit of fear, or nothing will be able to separate you from the love of God which is found in Christ Jesus. Fear got to go. It have no hold. So I encourage you to fall out with the spirit of fear, because it's false evidence appearing real. Dig in the word of God. See what the scriptures has to say about faith. The word of God said, build ourselves up in my most holy faith. Go in your prayer. Go in your prayer closet. Let me and you, let us go in our prayer closet and pray unto our Abba Father and build ourselves up in our most holy faith. Praying, fasting, believing God at all costs. Reading his word, getting the word of God. Saints of God, I know you mad. Thank you for staying on. But it blanked out here on my end. Nobody mad but the enemy. But ain't nothing he can do but step back and watch the saints of God push through. For greater is he that is in us here than he that is in the world. And we are more than conquerors through Christ Jesus. So spirit of fear, you got to go. You got to go, because the blood of the Lamb, Jesus the Christ, is against you. The name of Jesus is against you. And the Lord rebukes you, from out of the lives of God's people. I counsel every spirit of condemnation. It may be someone that's condemning themselves. But I'm going to let you in on secret. If you're in Christ, Romans 8:1 said, now there are no more condemnation for those that are in Christ Jesus. If you have done something, repent of that thing, get it right with God. Amen. And if you have already repented of that thing and got it right with God, it's washed in the blood of the Lamb, Jesus the Christ. You got to believe it and not doubt. You got to believe that He has forgiven you. He has wiped the slate clean. As the verse say, who is it that condemns us? Who is it that condemns us? We can't even condemn ourselves if we're in Christ. Now there are no more condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Hallelujah. So believe by faith, without any doubt, any wavering, that God has wiped the slate clean on your situation, or whatever that thing that you have done and you have repented of is washed in the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. So don't let the enemy keep bringing that back up to you in fear. Have you fear this or fear that or fear things. But let it be counseled by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. And you're walking in your God-given measure of faith. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. To God be glorified. To the saints be edified. And may the devil be horrified. I encourage you, saints of God, even as our brothers and our sisters that went on before us, as they walk by faith. We read the scripture. They put out. They subdued kingdoms and did this and did that. It was because of their faith. They shut the mouth of lions. It was because of their faith. I'm reminded of the Hebrew boys. They say, even if he don't, we know that he is able. They didn't bow down. And the king put them in the fire furnace. But look what happened. He looked and he saw a fourth man in the fire. And they came out. They came out. They came out without being burnt. Hallelujah. It was their faith to believe that God is able. He is able to deliver us out of this thing that they trying to put us in or going to put us in. He's able. But even if he don't, we know he's able. Hallelujah. God will deliver us out of situations. He has and he will continue. Let's put our faith and our trust in him. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hope this was a word that was a blessing to you. Thank you all for coming on. Amen. Amen. May the saints be edified. May God be glorified. And may the devil be horrified. Father, I pray even now that even the listeners at the sound of my voice, that Father, you allow this teaching that you have used me to minister on will strengthen them in their walk with you, that they won't waver, that they won't have any doubt, Father, that doubt is counseled by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. And Father, I pray for mountain moving faith upon my brother and my sister, oh God. To believe you at all costs in the name that is above every name, Jesus Christ. Father, to be willing to die for you if necessary in the name that is above every name, Jesus Christ. So Father, we just thank you now. Father, I pray that you, oh God, will release, oh God, a greater measure, a greater measure of faith upon us, oh God, in the mighty and the majestic name of Jesus Christ. And Father, we counsel every spirit of fear, oh God, for you have not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. And Father, we choose ye this day to walk in it in the mighty and the majestic name of Jesus Christ. We choose ye this day, oh God, to believe you, oh God, at all costs, to believe your word, oh God, to believe your promises, oh God, to believe what your word has to say, oh God, about us, oh God, in the mighty and the majestic name of Jesus Christ. Father, we counsel every we counsel every lie, oh God, we put every lie, oh God, to flight even now in the name that is above every name, Jesus Christ. The blood of Yeshua, the blood of the Lamb, Jesus the Christ is against it, the name of Jesus against it, and the Lord rebukes it. Even now, in Yeshua's holy and most precious and miraculous name. Oh God, even as I lie my hands, oh God, over my ears, oh God, in proxy, oh God, on my brothers and my sisters, oh God, and myself as well, oh God. Father, I pray even now, oh God, that you will anoint our ears afresh, oh God, to only hear, oh God, oh God, what thus says the Lord, oh God, in the mighty and the majestic name of Jesus the Christ, oh God, and that you will counsel the voice of the enemy, oh God, in the name that is above every name, Jesus the Christ. Oh God, anoint our ears afresh to hear from you, oh God. Oh God, whether it's, oh God, audibly, oh God, your audible voice, or whether, oh God, it's by, oh God, the small, still voice of the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. Father, have thy way. Anoint us afresh for this time and this season, even that we're in. That, Father, we won't fear, we won't waver, and we won't doubt. In the mighty, the majestic name of Jesus the Christ. Father, we counsel every spirit of fear. We counsel every fear of man, fear of this or that. We counsel it by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus the Christ. And Father, we thank you now. And it's in Yeshua's holy and most precious and miraculous name we pray. And we consider it already done. We apply the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ, over us now, over our dream life, over our homes, over our loved ones, in Yeshua's name. And we counsel any counterattacks of the evil one. In Yeshua's name we pray. And we consider it already done. In Yeshua's name we pray. Amen and amen. Praise the Lord, saints of God. Amen, amen, amen. We do have the victory, and it's in Christ Jesus. Love you. God bless. And we'll see you all next Sunday. Love you. God bless. Amen.